The word Epiphany comes from the Greek word epiphaneia, which is a compound of two Greek words, epi, meaning upon, and phaneia, meaning shining. Thus it means a shining upon. It's sometimes translated as a manifestation or a revelation. The theme of the Epiphany is a shining light shining upon the world. There are 4 separate epiphanies, one in each gospel, by the way. The birth of Jesus Christ and his manifestation to the shepherds, that's in Luke. Jesus' manifestation to the Magi, which is today's gospel, and that's from Matthew. Jesus' manifestation at his baptism by John the Baptist, when the dove came down and rested upon him. That's in Mark. And then finally, Jesus' manifestation at the wedding feast of Cana, believe it or not. That's where Jesus performed his first miracle. That's in John. Our first reading this morning speaks about the light of the Lord, who has come, and the glory of the Lord, who shines upon the earth. Out of the darkness, a new light shines upon all nations, not just on the people of Israel. People from far away come forth, bringing gifts. Paul, in his writing, reminds us that in Christ Jesus, the Gentiles are now co-heirs with the Jews. Salvation is not reserved only to the chosen people of God anymore, but also to the non-Jews. God's light of grace is shining upon all peoples. Today's gospel, which was just read to you, gives us the account of the Magi, the wise men, the wise ones, who have seen a star shining upon them and know that it is a sign of the birth of a chosen one, a king. They go to King Herod the Great and inquire, "Where is the newborn king of the Jews?" Herod could not even think of having any competition for his throne. If you read about Herod the Great, he killed many of his own family members. This is not a nice guy. Herod sends the Magi with instructions that they return to him and let him know the newborn's whereabouts. The star leads the Magi to Bethlehem, where they find the child with Mary, his mother. Note that it doesn't say the infant in a manger. It says a child. So some time now has passed between the shepherds finding Jesus in the manger and the Magi showing up. The wise ones present their gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. These gifts are often thought of as announcing Jesus as a king who is divine, yet who will die. The light of the world is now the enlightenment of the Gentiles. What does this say to us about what we are called to do as a result of this feast? We have been enlightened, not only intellectually, but also spiritually. We have God's light shining into the innermost reaches of our being. We are charged with God's life and his light. We can go out now into the darkness and shine upon those in darkness and give them light and hope of a more powerful light coming their way. We have been gifted now with light shining upon us, and we can't hold it in. We must share it with others. We do this by showing care, by showing concern, by showing love of others. We don't have to have the energy within us to do it alone. We must constantly go back into the light of Christ and be re-energized. It is through a deepening relationship with the light that we have the enthusiasm and the drive to shine upon others.